Alright, I'm on this job here today. The plan is to kind of clean up a mess. So I was actually here last year and looked at this job, and right in this spot here there was like this shed. Barn kind of thing that was in terrible condition, and they wanted that taken down. So I gave them a price, and I was all excited about the job, and in anticipation for the job I even bought this bucket, and then I never heard anything. And then I drove by, saw the building was gone. I'm like, all right, someone else got it, oh well. And then they had me plowing here this year, and then I noticed, well, yeah, they got rid of the building, but they never finished. So I guess what had happened, one of the relatives or something rented an excavator, and this is how they left it. So yeah, the building's gone, but we got a bunch of trash that's all mixed up. So we got a lot of concrete here mixed with garbage and dirt. We got some scrap metal. Down there we got some mostly trees. Here we got some barn wood that supposedly she wants to save for something. I'm sure they'll do nothing with it, but and then over here we got a pile of mostly garbage, but with some concrete and thoroughly mixed up. So I got my skid steer and my excavator here, and they just dropped off this 30-yard dumpster. So let's get to work. Let's get this cleaned up. Alright, so let's start over here on this fence. We'll pull all this stuff away from it, and the wood, dirt and leaves and stuff can get dumped away in the back, and then the garbage is going to go in the dumpster, and the scrap metal is going to go in my truck. I got that looking good again. Someone had gotten stuck there a couple weeks ago. And all right, so everything is smoothed out here in this whole area. All right, so that's all done. And yeah, this spot's looking good again. I've got, you know, all the trash is gone. I loaded up a bunch of the scrap metal. I'm gonna get rid of these tires. The scrap yard takes them. I think it's like $2 a tire. All right, so this whole backyard, so this pile right here, a lot of dirt and wood. I've been picking all the garbage out of it, and any other garbage I come across I'm gonna pick out of there, but that's a pretty clean pile. And yeah, there's a spot in the backyard where I can kind of lose all this stuff where it goes downhill. So yeah, let's just get this done. All right, since I got rid of those tires, I only made 50 bucks, but that's all right, they had to go. All right, I didn't want to scrap this. I think this is like a Model T or Model A rear axle that someone made into a trailer. So there's this auction coming up I'm gonna bring this to. Alright, so I just finished up everything here. So this spot's looking good again. There's no more piles of garbage. Well, except for that pile that I was told to leave, but at least that's not that much. So probably a little grass seed over here wouldn't hurt, but I'm sure the weeds and stuff will grow in on their own in no time. So the skid steer was the real star of the show here. You know, that did most of the work. I probably could have done the whole job with that, but the excavator was nice for picking out, you know, the garbage. You can really precisely grab stuff. You know, the whole reason I brought that was to load that dumpster. I didn't want to get any dirt in that dumpster because that goes by weight, and dirt is a lot heavier than garbage. So at least with the trash, I kept it pretty clean. There's no dirt in here, only really garbage. Alright, so I was gonna take these cars, but you know, one of the people I was dealing with here was telling me to take them, and the other person was telling me not to. So I kind of tried on this one, and the ground was so muddy it didn't want to move, so I'll just kind of leave it here. I didn't want to scrap it. I had two people come look at it. They didn't want it. Supposedly the people buying this property want this car, so I'm told to leave it here. Levi, what's in that hole? What's in there? Come here, Levi. What's in this hole? Is there a fox in there? Is there a fox or a groundhog? What do you think? Is there a fox? You'd probably be friends with a fox. If it was a groundhog, you'd want to bite it. Alright, so the other car is this here, this 1930s thing. But I don't think there's any shot of moving this and keeping it in one piece, so I think this should just stay right here. It's pretty cool. I would want to have that in my yard. Levi, is there something else? Oh, there's another thing living there, huh? What lives in there, Levi? What dug that tunnel? Levi, you want to go for a ride? Come on, let's go for a ride, Levi. Get in. Alright, so this area is looking good again. They were trying to sell this property and that pile of garbage wasn't helping. So that'll definitely make this property more appealing since that's gone. Now I could have spent another day with the skid steer in this backyard here just straightening this up, but they didn't want to do that. If this was my property, I'd probably thin out some of these trees back in here and just smooth out this whole area. Alright, well, we're all done here. Let's go do something else.